Kolo Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom to the house of David. By after I died, 144,000 and one-third men, women, and children, part of the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, or you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelites scattered in the four corners of the earth. It's like foreigners, confusion of faces and speaking of different tongues as part of the church. Yeah, this is to the KKK Imperial wizard. His name was Frank Ancona. He was found dead in the Missouri River, called the Big River. They found him dead. He's been missing since Thursday. The KKK was, y'all know they was going back and forth with us. We was doing the videos back and forth, which they stopped making a response about a month ago. But found it now they're saying the police are saying it's a homicide. They find he's been missing since Thursday or whatever. But it goes to show you, man, you devils was talking about the man of the Lord. Look what happened, man. Look what happened. And more of that's gonna start happening, man. More of that's gonna start happening. That's the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The scriptures say for every idle word shall be accounted of in the day of judgment. So there's gonna be judgment, man. All you that talk about the men of the Lord, you talking your trash, because that's what they was doing. You know, the Mississippi and the Grand Dragons, and he was part of the same crew, the KKK Imperial Wizard. They was doing videos on us, which they haven't did a video in about a month. But then look, the judgment came, man. The judgment came. Matthew 8, man. The scriptures say for every idle word shall be accounted of in the day of judgment. The Lord's gonna start. Hey, that's spiritual because he struck down an Imperial Wizard, right? And they call themselves Grand Wizards, Grand Dragons. Hey, the Most High is going to do away with that, man. Because you Edomites are dragons. You are wizards. You are warlocks. You are necromancers, man. Hey, you call yourself wizards, so you in your right mind. You Edomites is in the KKK, you in your right Edomite mind. But the rest of you Edomites, you just fucking gone. You just retarded, man. Especially the majority of our people. But for every idle word shall be account of in the day of judgment. You was talking your trash. You was doing your videos on the men of valor. Look, the Most High put judgment on your ass, man. Hey, that's judgment that's coming, man. Matthew 12:36, but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account of in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. And the Most High hates you Edomites, man. Straight up. You Edom, this is just a foresee for things to come. This is an omen. This is an omen, man. For all yous out there that talk bad about the men of the Lord, all yous out there that come against the men of valor, you come against the righteous brothers that's trying to push this truth. The prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that talk about the righteous elders, man. That's teaching this truth and sincerity, that rule well. You're coming against all the men of the Lord that's trying to do the right thing, that's trying to warn your ass. Judgment is going to come upon you, man. Judgment! Judgment! And that's an omen of things to come. This is an omen of things to come, man. And Esau, you was going hard in that video too. You Edomites was going hard when you was doing your KKK videos. You was talking hella shit, saying nigger this and nigger that. Now look, man, you stopped talking your shit, and that judgment came upon you, man. And more of you Edomites gonna start getting judged. Ultimately, America's gonna be destroyed. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has a plan. What's his plan? To destroy America from Cali to New York. It's gonna be a nuclear holocaust that's coming, man. A nuclear holocaust that's coming to America. This is just an omen of things to come. So all you that's talking your trash, keep talking your trash. Judgment gonna come even to the 2/3 of our people, man. Because the 2/3 of our people, you're a bunch of black KKKs too, man. That's what you are, man. You in the side of Esau. Don't hand join in hand. The wicked should not be punished. Isn't that what the scriptures say? The 2/3 of our people, the Most High gonna get you too. You better repent. You better get yourselves right, man. The Most High is not playing, man. This is an omen of things to come.
See how he does?
A Missouri man who defined himself as an Imperial Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan was found dead on the bank of a Missouri river. Police are investigating his death. Washington County Sheriff Zach Jacobson says the body of Frank Ancona was discovered near the Big River Saturday by a family fishing in the area. Ancona had been missing since Wednesday. An autopsy will be performed to determine the cause of death. St. Louis Post-Dispatch has previously quoted Ancona about his role in the KKK. A website for the traditionalist American Knights of the Ku Klux Klan features a photo of him in a white hood and robe in front of a burning cross.
And the Most High got his ass, man. See, the Most High get you. And the Most High gonna get the 2/3 of our people. He gonna get you. He ain't gonna talk trash about the men of the Lord. He ain't gonna talk trash about the men of the Lord and get away with it. He gonna get you. He gonna strike you whenever he feels like striking you. And the 2/3 of our people, guess what? This should put fear in your heart, man. This should put fear in your heart, man. KKK Imperial Wizard found dead under suspicious circumstance near Missouri River. See, the Most High let you talk your shit, right? He'll let you go on like they was doing them videos on us, trying to come at us, right? And guess what? They stopped talking shit about a month ago, and then look, the Most High brought judgment. He brought judgment. So you Israelites out there, man, you keep talking trash about it, keep coming against us and giving us a hard time. You better repent, man. And the majority of you are not going to repent anyway. But we're righteous kings, so we got to tell you to repent. So when you don't repent, the Lord has a right to strike your ass down. Because he has the right. It's just. That's why he got us out there teaching our people. Showing them their transgression. Telling them to get themselves right. But the majority of our people are not going to get it. That's why when the judgment comes, the blood is off our hands. But you Edomites, you other nations, you're finished anyway. The Lord already used us to condemn you. And we fall back. And that's it. The Lord brings his judgment. That's going to happen to 2/3 of our people. You ain't listen to this word. The word is already out. You're marked. You're either marked for salvation or you're marked for death, for judgment. That's the times that we're living in. It's the fear of the Lord. Proverbs 1:7. Fear is the beginning of knowledge, man. This is something for you brothers out there to really fear and take this serious. Most High is not playing, man. Most High is not playing, man. Most High is a terrible demon-like power. He's nothing to fucking play with, man. He sent them angels, them hitmen to get you, and they're gonna fucking get you, man. Call Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and Shalom to the elect. The house of David, the 1/3 men, women, and children, part of the elect, Bayaf Dawadah, part of the church, man. The Most High is gonna bring his judgment on the other nations and the 2/3. Lord willing, we part of that elect. Repent, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Shalom.